Hello and welcome everybody to my Scope of the Year video. This is a very special time of year because it's Christmas, or at least it will be in several days. As far as the Scope of the Year, I actually don't have it in front of me, so what I have instead is my cat. I don't know if she's going to be up here for more than about 3 seconds or so, but we'll see what she decides to do. This year was a very interesting year for me, with my son turning 2 and buying a house unexpectedly last year. Everything has just been sort of upside down, a little bit crazy. But I still managed to get a lot of videos out. But looking back through my entire library from the year 2024, there's only one real standout scope. And it has to be. The Tangent Theta 525 Professional is $6,000. And it looks and feels like a $6,000 rifle scope. It is hard to put into words and to quantify. I've looked at a lot of very expensive scopes over the years, but nothing quite like the Tangent Theta. It's definitely geared towards a very particular individual, but if you're looking for something that is going to be the absolute best possible image quality, best possible feeling controls, amazing reticle options. I think there's 7 or 8 reticle options. She is shedding everywhere. You're all over the place. It's an amazing optic. I don't have it in front of me, or else I would be showing it to you. Instead, you're looking at my cat for the first time, and she is very happy to be here. Was not expecting this, but it's a very welcome sight to see. Yes, you are just putting all your fur right on top of me, aren't you? Yes, you are. So yeah, no surprise there. The most expensive scope this year is the scope that I have to choose for Scope of the Year. There are a lot of other scopes that I would have chose, but some of them caught the end of last year. The Night Force Attacker 4016x42 is definitely really high on that list. And I have talked about a lot of other scopes this year, but unfortunately, a lot of the big ones that I really, really liked don't have their independent reviews out yet, and I tried to have that be a thing last year, so this way it was sort of coherent. The rules were, if you are unaware, which I should have mentioned earlier, but I was worried that my cat was going to destroy my leg keeping her under this table. It doesn't matter if the scope was brand new for this year, or if it had been out for the last 10 years, but if it was something that I was getting my hands on for the first time, then that was going to be my only real reason for picking that, or needing to pick that. And the Tangent Theta 525 Professional is absolutely that scope. There are a lot of other scopes that I would love to talk about. Some of them are actually behind me right now, but I haven't really finished the full reviews or the independent reviews for those. If I had to pick out a few standouts, no surprise, it's going to be the Leupold Mark IV HD 2.5 to 10x42. A lot of people would probably say that I only want to pick this magnification range and nothing else. But the truth is, this is an amazing little scope, and it's little. It's not the shortest by any means of the imagination, but it's also not that heavy, and it's very simple. And in my testing and use of it over the last year or so, it's been nothing short of amazing. I bought this brand new with my own money because Leupold doesn't know that I exist, and I'm fine with that. But I had a belief that this thing would be better than the Mark V for the price point, and I really do feel like its performance is just a little bit farther ahead than where the Mark V is. The Mark V is a much better scope, don't get me wrong, but it's also twice the price of this. And that's one such example of a scope that this year I have reviewed that I've also really enjoyed. If I had to talk about pistol dots, there's actually only been a few. I haven't finished my review yet on the Steiner MPS. And as much as I like that, I don't know if it would really be or a contender for Scope of the Year. But just to talk about other scopes that I've had, that I've reviewed this year that I've also quite enjoyed, the Pandora PB3 from Lead and Steel has been quite solid. I have a little bit over 1,000 rounds to this thing. Sure, I haven't barricaded it to charge it. I haven't dropped it. I haven't thrown it against a wall, but it's been pretty damn good. And I haven't heard many people faulting this thing as far as its reliability or long-term durability. as far as what else I'm going to talk about in this video, it's going to be the state of the channel. As you know, a lot of things have been going on in my life, and I've been trying to take them all in stride to still be able to be a good husband and father, still work my primary job, my secondary job, and then do this, unfortunately, towards the end, because this takes up a huge amount of time, as some of you might be very well aware of. And it's just been very challenging for me to try to find that work-life, relaxing life balance. So I don't know exactly what's going to happen for 2025. I still plan on doing as much as I can for this channel, but I think I'm going to start including a lot more of these larger, long format comparison videos. My LPVO and IPVO comparison videos are both doing quite well, and a lot of people appreciate the information that I throw at them with that. And I'm thinking I'd like to do more of that, but I'm probably going to start with lower tier scopes and then just working it in tier price order moving forward, because I think that would really make the most amount of sense. Because if I'm talking about a $200 scope and a $2,000 scope, you're probably not going to be picking between those two. You're either going to be in the lower end or the higher end as far as the overall price point is concerned. So I'm probably going to break up my longer reviews moving forward into budget segments. And I think that's the best way of proceeding with those. With all that being said, there isn't a whole lot else to talk about. The Tangent Theta 525 Professional is my scope of the year for 2024. Thinking about it, remembering how it was to work. I mean, I took so many pictures of the internal workings of this thing because it was just beautiful. The whole entire thing looked like it was made by a jeweler, like a fine Swiss watch. It's really, really, really painstakingly impressive. It's a scope that I would love to own one of these days, but I don't think I would spend my money on it because I can't justify spending $6,000, nor do I really have a use for a high-powered variable optic in my life right now. But they do offer a 3 to 15, and that might be one of the next options I need to look at. And with all that being said, a big thank you to Armament Technologies Incorporated for sending in the Tangent Theta 525 Professional for me to review. I was not expecting that, as I'm sure not many of you were either. And another big warm thank you for all of you for watching and staying tuned, because thanks to you, I still do this channel, and the support that I've had over the last year has been nothing short of amazing. And it's been probably my best year yet as far as growth on the channel, and I'm hoping that that will continue into 2025. So with all that being said, again, thank you very much. Have a very Merry Christmas, and I'll see you in the new year. And a huge thank you to my Patreon providers and my Subscribe Stars subscribers. Without you, this truly wouldn't be possible. If you'd like to support my channel but don't want to join either of those, I completely understand. But you could still help by using my affiliate links in the description below, and or like, share, and subscribe as always. Again, thank you very much.